And I am live, and now you can also see me. Way, yes, Baldie's back. Welcome. Still wondering, why do I always have to take a sip when I talking and opening my stream? Hey, good. Right now, oh, it's a little bit. There we go. That is the mini I was painting while I was watching Muse's Touches stream. So this is Saint Nicholas the Mighty. I'm going to make it a quick paint job. Quick meaning working for now 2 hours. Oh, probably 2 more, and then I will call it finished. Pretty proud. Oh, breaker. About the face so far. I think I'll give it a little bit more rosy cheeks, but yeah. One thing that I did different than a lot of other people is I also gave him a red jacket. Most of them painted his upper body as flesh. I didn't, mainly because on this side it looks more like he has a jacket on that, so sleeve, and I don't know, I just liked it better with a completely red costume, and why not? My mini, I'm painting it. So we are going back to the work at hand, meaning, let's zoom out a little bit. There we have my paint table. We are back with the Baldie bust. A Baldie Genie. Precise. Yay! Haven't done anything of painting the last month at least. Oh, sorry for last week for those who wanted to see me paint. And after a month break, I forgot to put all my alarms back on. Yes, I always use alarms for my daily and weekly stuff. So, Zondar Valis. I have quite some work to do on his face at least, and the skin is already coming along very nicely, not completely, but anyway, I am going, see one little thing, scored. And I'm just off. The drow is live at this moment. Good. So I am going to experiment with the hardest part for this mini. I'm going to try to do some non-metallic metallics. Never done it, and I have I have quite some it's all skin, because I don't have any examples. Yes, I know I am stuttering, as I always do in English. Of this yellow, I am using for this the non-metallic gold colors from Reaper. Whoa! Whoa, what's happening? Muse's Touch is raiding! Yes, thank you very much. And John the Templar subscribed again. Thank you very much, subbed. And Shanua, thank you very much. Welcome, welcome everybody. Happy New Year. Yes, you too, all of you. Whoa! Woo! Whoa! All the sounds are going crazy. Whee! Sadly have to run, although I would love to hang out because of all the painting I need to do. Yep, I know. You know, sometimes life's just a little bit busy. Have fun, and thank you for your stream. It was great, loved it. See you next time. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. The hype train! Almost! Okay, I really need to figure out all those sound effects still. So, maybe... Thank you for the bits again, John. Great. Welcome everybody. Thank you. So yeah, with all those sound effects and everything doing and everybody cheering and everyone, Happy New Year! Nice to see you, everybody. Sorry for those who wanted me to see me last week. I completely forgot to turn on all my alarms for. Yay! Hype train! Thank you very much. And thank you for the gifted sub. Whoa, you're great, Chanur. Thank you. And another 100 bits from John. You are all crazy, but in a good way. But hey, we are all mini painters, right? So yeah, you are all here, so I'm guessing you all did have a great slide into the new year. I hope it will bring everything you are hoping for and much more. My goals are mainly I have some things over there that I should finish. A few. One of them is these. So probably on stream I will mainly for the next 2 months at least. I am going to concentrate on this mini. Well, mini, I mean, it's a nice bust. My community calls it the Baldie Genie. Almost forgot his whole name. The face is coming along nicely. My goal is just get some pictures that I have as reference. No, these ones are better. No, these are also good. This is about the face, so I have to do a little bit more work on all the shadows. But why not go with a challenge for the new year? As I already told in Muse's Touches stream, I really would like to learn good wet blending, and also with wet blend. I'm done. With wet blending comes also the whole thing of non-metallic metallics. That's one of the things that I definitely would like to learn. And well, the best way to learn that kind of stuff is literally just do it and practice. So yeah, let's get something done today. Now, I do know that I want to make it a really shiny gold. So I should make a lot of it. Should end babbling away. Very efficient. Very good, so everybody can find Night Whisper. Well, you know, the best and easiest way to wet blend is oils. Yeah, I definitely can agree to that. Not that I have any, also the most forgiving. Definitely. Because I have seen a lot of mini painters that use oils, and I don't blame you for shouting it out, because that is still something I really would like to try out, oil paints. Only I have already so many acrylics that and I still have some just going off topic again a little bit. I have a lot of these. Well, not only the green ones, of course, a lot of other colors. From Abteilung 502. Sorry, I cannot. It's my German side, I guess. I always have to pronounce it that way. They have a lot of acrylic paints, but they are more of a paste, because I still also know that with acrylics, most of you do know, lol, yeah, this was a thing for me too. I have a giant case of acrylic paints, yeah. And these are only the main leftovers. Well, Army Painter is not a leftover. It's scale color a little bit, and I have some different kinds of effect paints and skin paints over there. Yeah. But all the Games Workshop and most of my Vallejo paints and a lot of stray other paints I got rid of. Literally, I did not throw them away, but a lot of I just used up for scenery or gave it to starting painters. So yeah, to start with, and be honest, you don't need that much colors. Hey, another hype train! Whoa! Or was it? Oh, a level 2! We have a hype chest, and we are going to share a hype chest. Woo! Choo choo! Or as we say in the Netherlands, chook chook! But yeah, I do definitely know if you like a sort of paint. Of course, you and I have seen people work with oil paints. Yeah, they are for wet blending and that kind of stuff. It's amazing. But still, the whole thing that I want to quickly paint a mini, like, well, let's get my mini for. This is my Saint Nicholas the Mighty. I want to paint it quickly, so with only oil paints that would definitely not be possible, as I know they have to dry quite long. Also, for acrylics, you have what are those called? Retarders. So you can, not the same as oil paints. I know. But with those, yes, this is how I go from one thing to another. So back to the water. All the painting is fast, the drying not so much. Exactly. Well, these are acrylic paints. I want to learn two things with these. That's why I bought some basic colors and a few extras. I am already painting for over 30 years. But in fact, consistency of paint is not really still my thing. Meaning that I just put some paint. Sometimes I have paints that I definitely can see, oh, those need thinning, and oh, that one did not paint even within one paint brand. I did happen to have that today. With one very dark brown, was really watery, from Army Painter. And some other colors were so thick that I literally got a blob on my, on my wet palette. So I had to really thin it. But I never really concentrated on learning the whole consistency thing. And with those thicker paint, because those paints in those tubes are really, really thick. I want to learn two things. Making a good consistency of paint, so you really have to figure out the amount of thinner or water or whatever you use to make them usable for what you are doing. I mean, you all know there's also the thing about just a base color, a wash that's completely thinner, also glazing, and well, you know, that's whatever you use it for. Wet blending is also mostly of the time, as I know, you need quite thin paints. I've been looking at using more alkyds, which are compatible with oils but dry in maybe half the. Okay, I'll come back to that, I hope, in a moment. So yeah, that's what I also want to learn more about mixing colors. So a little bit of color theory, but more how to achieve all kinds of colors with only a few colors, because we all know, hey, the color wheel has only a few colors on them, and you can make all those colors with only a few colors. One of the things that I know, I have a painting friend, and he started out with just a basic color set, and he mixes his own all his own colors. The nice thing is that you do know how to make those colors, so also how to make them lighter, darker, without just adding white or black. And also, yeah, because a skin tone uses also almost also the color black. I never knew that, but I found some videos about it, and that's something I want to learn definitely in the future. Alkyd paint, or I hope I pronounce it right. As far as I know, those are white spirit based or thinner based paints, because as far as I know, because most of the normal house paints that have that alkyds are thinner based, white spirit based, and I have worked with those paints in the I want to say in the future. Why? It's in the past. For example, this little guy. Bopple's been using him a lot more recently. It would look like to get better than picking colors for models, and it takes them probably longer than painting. Sorry, now I'm reading. Back to the alkyds. These are Revel colors. It's car metallic blue. Yes, Space Wolf with car metallic blues. Blue. I have no idea how to really like wet blending. I have no idea how that would work with these. Could be that for the model hobby they are using different recipe for those paints, of course. I have no idea. Highlights, probably possible. And yes, they do indeed, because there is a white spirit in there that dries out really quickly. You can paint over them a little bit easier, only the paints are really, really thick. So I have no idea how that would work in the kind of way we are working with paints. But Wapple is using them a lot more recently. Okay, I would like to know do you know a brand name? So me being me, I'm definitely interested in them. They're not as environmentally friendly versus oils that have linseed oil. Yeah, definitely. But hey, okay, it's and a Night Whisper. I would like to get better in picking colors for models. That takes me probably longer than painting. It feels like that is also definitely something. I can imagine. Luckily, they have on Reaper that power palette, I believe it is. Like so you can at least find in their color range the right colors for it. But indeed, the whole what colors to use for a model so it keeps looking interesting or even gets interesting is like this model. I just wanted to use, of course, a lot of red. Yeah, Well, picking colors is not hard. It's picking the right colors. I'm just little detail in my. Sometimes I'm. But yeah. And I'm definitely, if somebody who judges on painting competitions and such, probably has a lot of things to say about the whole spread of colors. I mean, I do know the red and the green in this case do go good together. The gold or red also, but it's also quite possible that if you say, yeah, but that stuff is distracting from the model itself, for example. So you could better use a different color. Things like that. The whole composition of it, I have no idea. That's also my problem a lot of times. I do, when I see a model that's painted and people say, yeah, it's not quite the thing. Yeah, my brain tells me, yes, indeed. I feel completely that it's indeed, only don't ask me what, because that's my brain is not going to tell me that. So that's the same with when I'm painting a model, like with the whole shading thing. It's different than what I see there on the picture, but my brain cannot tell me exactly what is wrong with it. So, but hey, as long as I enjoy painting, it's for myself. A few commissions here and there, but indeed there are a lot of things. The right color combos, right, with the whole red of this mini. I'm going back a little bit. I had struggled with the red because if I wanted to make it lighter, I had a little bit of a problem. I know if I add white, it will get pink. I don't want that. If I add yellow, it will get orange. I don't want it. I want that nice bright red from a nice red Santa Claus suit. So yeah, I tried a few things, maybe with a light gray. Yeah, no, it gets definitely desaturated. So it's not the bright red I want. Then at last I got the right idea that worked for those colors. I have once bought a set of fluor colors, and yes, an idea that not for myself, so my brain just had to really go back in time. And yes, some people use fluor colors to make other colors like red or whatever more brighter, so you can use them as a good highlights. And yeah, I know the very basics, but I feel like I don't have a good sense or instinct about having a good contrast composition, but also have a unified theme overall. Yeah, that's why I have, for example, used the pink. To be honest, I wanted to use because oh damn, Baldie bust. Okay. I have some repair work to do. Well, I do know that red and golden works good. That pink and golden, which is in fact a yellow, do work good. And also purple. Did I say purple just or pink? Oh my god, did I really say pink again? Because my brain is telling me now, you said whatever. The purple and green do also go good together. So that's why I that all those little jewels will make green, and that's why I'm going to give him also a little bit of greenish eyes with a little bit of a greenish glow in them. Right? No idea if it is even going to really work, but that's why before I started with this bust, I made a computer drawing. Well, I took a black picture, made it black and white, put a layer over it in the drawing program, and then just added about the colors that I wanted. And yeah, well, then I saw, yeah, the red, especially the dark red, purple, and the golden yellow will probably, it does look good. So that would not be a problem. But yeah, if I would go in that program, and I finally will start to splatter some paint on the Mini, because that's what I'm supposed to do. And that's a thing I learned from Lila Meth, a YouTube painter, sorry, a Mini painter on YouTube, and a really good one. She also knows really good how to explain certain things. Lila is amazing, yes, indeed. But yeah, that's one of the things that I took from her, that I learned from her. Just make a little digital mock-up, and I had absolutely no digital knowledge before. Thanks to that, since I know that you can add layers where you can paint on without destroying the complete painting picture under it. There we go. Thank you very much, Shanua. So yeah, since she explained this little thing about that mock-up, digital mock-up, I learned also how to make, for example, my thumbnails for these videos, and that I put on Discord when I announce my streaming. That kind of stuff. I do use, what is it? PaintNet. That's the one thing that I use. Very simple, basic. Yeah, paint.net. That's called the program. So yeah, I'm using that program for most of my painting stuff, and also for the little digital mock-ups I make. But she explained it, and yeah, with that I am going exploring more and more, and I even just got a drawing tablet, a digital drawing tablet, because a lot of work that I do now, like taking away the background, so things have a transparent background instead of just the background that I photographed it. For the minis, that's just the black background that I always use now for the background. That's no problem. I don't do anything with that. But if I finish this nice guy, I have to make, for example, an emote out of him. And yeah, well, then I will have to get rid of the whole background of the picture. And with a mouse, that does not really work. It is doable, but I am now learning a little bit. And I did buy quite a, well, I don't know, it's cheap. I did buy, I believe it's 150 euros, the digital tablet. And I'm buying to learn a little bit of working with that thing. Hopefully it will be a little bit easier to do a little bit work on this to be this emote to be thingy. Okay. So this is the Non Metalic Gold base. Now I imagine the light is coming from up here. So that's why his face is completely in the shadows, which means this here is should be quite bright. Wet blending is still not one of the things that I am good at, and I will. This music is a little bit too loud on my side. That's a little bit better. I'm now thinning the non-metallic gold highlight, quite thin. One thing is indeed with metals, highlights are really strange. Like, you know, where I work with a lot of stainless steel machines. To get shadows where you think, how is it possible that you get a shadow over there and next to a very bright highlight. So yeah, this is going to be a really nice a little bit darker getting of the gold shadow in here with the consistency glaze like I'm already making the big mistake, as I normally you go from a very bright to a shadow area. There is certain transition in a certain way. Metals do not do that. I'm making this very broad strokes. I think it's more like deepest part. And I totally forgot to print some examples. Have some. Add some shadow to the places where definitely there will be shadow. Of black with it. Yeah. So darker is the shadow color for the and now I have to go see in my whole catalog of examples, pictures with busy my A little bit of tea. There we go. Painting is there. Samples. Samples. Do I already have? Non Metalic Metalic Gold. Yes. Here we go. A lot of examples. Oh, that was the one that I looking at. Say yeah, I have my internet thingy. One moment. Yeah, there we have it. That is my example for this moment. A little bit smaller. Where should it? I am. Let's put it there. Oh. Yes, I am. No, I didn't. That I. Good. So I can see chat and everything, and there is my little. And as you can see on this example, it's definitely some really weird. Well, we have to try and build up slowly. Very sharp. Curves, edges. Definitely. Some. If watching, if you want to make something really bright, like bright gold, and white, only very small of it. I go again. I'm trying to imagine how a shadow would fall over here. Bit metal.
My advice to you: start drinking heavily.
Oh, thank you, Shanua. All that talking and streaming. Thank you very much. Oh, those who want to know what I'm. That's my. One of my collections, my cup. Oh, I have a new. I do have a new cup that I will not be allowed to use until next Christmas. But just so you know. blending in. Oh, the original. Oh. Will try to next stream probably will change my camera setting again, well, my camera position again. I have noticed that I'm getting neck problems again because I'm just painting like this the last year. Don't be alarmed. If my camera is shining up my on my paints again as a background. I do like this background a little bit better because it's a little bit more stable. Okay, still a little bit distracting, I guess. Not as distracting as maybe you are here for the seeing me paint a mini or bust or whatever. So why should I even? I don't even know what I am. Just babbling around. See on my picture that I am using. What? What? I am going to add. I'm going a little bit administrative stuff. Picture. Yes. Get a source. Get a image. Example. Picture. Add source. Browse. And I have to go. Got to documents. Why? Because there are no pictures in document. Well, in document itself, but Baldie, you're rambling again. Really? Yes, just whatever you do. Examples, going metallic metallics, gold. There we go. Just open it. There we go. Nice. Only thing that I'm going to do, because this is much too big. Yes, I crop it a little bit. And I'll just put it over here. So now you can see my example of what I am looking at while I am looking at the other one on my little bit bigger on my screen. You can already see a little bit. Don't think that's too bad. Really? First little try. white. Right, but at least the starting like model that I paint from. Genie. Low. Abrupt. Yes, a little bit abrupt. Soft ending. Seen certain lot of wet blending for the non-metallic zombie sashimi in, and amazing. He just loves non-metallic metallic, and you can tell. Just whips out some paints and there you have non-metallic metallic. Okay. Yeah, he definitely has eye for that. Exactly know how to apply the right thickness of paint everywhere and the right shading. I don't. But he does it with go to just work with wet blending. Get his non-metallic metallics. I am much with wet blending or just with thing. Difficulty is, I would just getting, well, I mean, getting from a darker to a very light color is not that hard, but it somehow makes sense. It don't have to make sense as in, yeah, that is definitely 100% accurately painted metallics. Not always need to be like that. A little bit of imagination in there, but for the human brain, you cannot just place all the shading everywhere where you want to. Even your brain knows that looks right and that does not look right. Back to the whole, my brain does know that it's not looking right, but cannot tell me what is looking not right. Oh, for those who want to know what are those two strange white stripes and on the purple, that's when I hold my model in front of me and I shine the light as I want it, I can see that this is where it gets darker and here where it gets lighter. So I already try to plan out where I have to add a little bit of highlights shadows as I want to make the start better. I did started with back also because it's lower than the whole gold thingy. Good, we will do. I want to make those pauldrons, shoulder pads, or whatever you want to call them. I also want to give them a more of a silky, metally look. So more non-metallic metallic kind of stuff. Yay! Baldie, you must really like that stuff. Oh, I do. In the looking at the example a little bit, so using my brain to tell me where I should make the highlights and shadows. Not my best thing to do. Okay, we are experimenting with metallics. Why not? And of course, the sample that I'm looking at does have much more, smaller, definitely that. That on a all dark and the lighter parts just a little bit bigger. Means oh my god, thingy is hanging. Right, contrast. And finding out if I'm going to paint non-metallic metallics. How to start? When I took my skin glass from a gorilla with a brush, he always starts with a mid-tone, then paints almost everything white. White, that is not completely shadowed. The darker parts are keeping that mid-tone, and then he adds the real shadows and highlights later on. That it's one way of doing it. In fact, I am I did on this part doing that method, it's quite possible that I will try out, maybe just start with the shadows and then, because that is my normal approach for the thing. Starting with in the shadows, work up to highlights. By painting this all yellow, I've painted it with dark, the shadow color. By the way, really nice kind of brown. And as always, Pokemon thing is my stream. Which you know, things that people who paint non-metallic metallics, especially if you have a very bright, shining color, white, it will be reflecting its environment. Just purple on. Oh, purple. Very interesting. bit of a purple skin color. Again. Also, I think a little bit too busy with too perfect. Not a competition piece. It's good as possible for my community as it is there. Call them catch up. Now, it's a community challenge. So also want to put out and perfect. Black. Very much black. One of my last normal Citadel paints, the Abaddon Black, because it's a color I use the black a lot. Way of giving it, using it. The color is on its own not dark and just not dark enough. Black. Curved part. Nothing on my thingy. Never noticed that is when I am streaming. Apparently, tells me not only the time I am streaming, but also test widgets. Using and use Update. Testing widgets. Yeah, the widgets. But yeah, no. Let's test some widgets. Baldie and his English. Yay! Let's. Stretch a little bit. Let's see, when did I start painting? This afternoon, around 4 o'clock. Been painting that long since a long time. Yay! Oh. Badaboom. Why not? Wait, oh, sorry, yeah, I know, but yeah, you know what? Why not? Oh, another stretch. Ooh, knack. Yeah, thank you very much. Now it's okay. It's keeping me healthy. Well, thank you very much. Wild Fluid. Bit. I think so. Bit too much. Paint clothing. Highlights on. A little bit. But not quite. Hey John, congratulations indeed on whatever it is. The Pokemon. So finally, yay! Hope it is a sign that there will be more Pokemon caught on my stream than last year. Huzzah! The reason that I'm laughing at that, I have just finished the on Netflix the series The Great about is it Tsar Peter and Tsarin thing Catherine, or at least satire series, really nice. I liked it at least very much. And yeah, well, they use indeed. Hey, Smart Goblin, hello! welcome. Little stream. Working on my twin brother. That is what my community wants to tell me. I'm trying something that they call a non-metallic metal. In this case, gold. Still trying to figure out all the things that I'm correctly and all the things that I'm doing wrong. Not a much experience with this. Literally my first real try. Adult world of mini painting. Parts do look good already. Parts are at least on screen you have some nice. There's at least a little bit of shadow and a little bit of highlighting going on. That's nice. Getting a little bit disturbed by and right there in the corner, all the way up, you can see what I use as an example. But this gold metallic, gold. Time to hydrate a little bit. Cup of lemon mint tea. My own brew. Cheers. Normally I even say I'm going to use some coffee, but I'm already last few a little bit overboard with all caffeine. So I have take it down a notch. At least I am painting again. Almost all afternoon already. It's, hey. Pure white. Okay. Very much. Gold. Highlight, pure white. On with it. And on the shadow parts, adding a very bright highlight. But never thought of that, but it was work. Look at other people's work for inspiration or get ideas about how to. I should have to find out what this. Oh, yeah, from the internet. Yeah, but oh, give that a little bit of edit. Definitely. whole, compare this part to this part. This is just yellow. That definitely has some nice shine to it. I would say, yeah, there is something gold going on, coming together nicely. Yes, thank you very much. For a first time, pretty proud of myself. Must say, on screen it does look a little bit better than in real life. Maybe I'm a little bit too close. I just have a bad camera. More like in real life, I can still see all the. It's not really blended. Drink! Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. John the Templar is even making it worse. Well, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's put that one aside. You want the shot, then you are going to get a shot. It's my one of my new shot glasses. Very typical for my Flying Dutchman rum. How much I pour in there? Ooh. Thank you very much. Cheers. Ooh, I spilled a little bit in my moustache. Oh. Thank you very much. I must really say I've missed this one. I've in December I celebrated my my birthday, and of course there was a little bit little drinks to drink on that, but also I did got a really nice bottle of rum from my godchild and his brother. What was it called? Can't remember. But that one, I must say, did definitely taste a lot better than this one. And you have rum, and rum, the same as whiskey, and whiskey. A lot of different things. But this one is my special. Oh, I do have a Kraken rum since a few weeks. Also very nice. But yeah, just trying to get a little bit of a conversation. Maybe on a wrong subject. But hey, inspiration is not always only. What do they say? At least inspiration for me is a lot of YouTube, a lot of other internet sources, and a little bit of alcohol. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Oh, I should mention it next time. But there's still a little drop in there, so blood for the blood god, alcohol for the liver god. Like something like that. See. Bit. My brain is wrong here. Really real? Don't do that. wet blending also. You dude. Congratulations, John. Oh. Dude. Oh. Have a great night. Have a good sleep. Thank you for watching, for your gifted sub again. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Stay safe. Ooh, almost. Drop. Throw counter, as you have seen, maybe my throw counter over there, down there. It's 0 again because it's a new year, new chances, yay! Same goes for my pokey tool counter. Yes, that one. I did drop the counter that I used also for my mixer. It annoyed Bertha a little bit. Didn't want people to know how much I abuse her. So, a little bit much. But the drop counter is set to 0. Also the pokey tool counter is set at least. I hope it is reset to 0. It should be. Want to know? I used the throw counter. Was 101. Thrown, dropped, no, most of the time dropped some stuff around on stream. Brush falling out of my hands, that kind of stuff. 101 times. And the pokey tool I used 89 times last year. Or at least since I used that timer. I believe I used it from the start of January. Drop counter I am using already a few years. Yes. Reasoning. With the flame. Olaf. Who's it? I know. A nice spot. Of the gate. Fuck. Brown. Found. This is definitely Go white. Old titanium white with a little bit of yellow. This color. Black. Black. Ah! Run away! Run away! That means that I have been streaming for 2 straight hours, which means I'm going to end my stream. Just let's see if there is somebody else streaming. There should be. Let's go. Twitch itself. Probably. You know what? Probably. No. Oh. Yes, Jimmy the Brush is streaming. And just so you know, he just turned.
But these are the old Warhammer 1990.
He just turned 40 yesterday. So let's see if we can rate him. Thank you all for watching. John, thank you for your resub for the bits. Shalua, well, he's already sleeping probably, but also for his sub and resub. So thank you all. Keep painting and let's raid Jimmy the Brush. Raid. Now it's really going to be
Thank you. I will go to the doppelganger, who is also a toad like me. So we just roll a dice and see who gets higher.
Oh, I've completely. What?
I'll lose another life.
Witch.
God damn it.
Raid.
You stinking witch.
Okay, I can carry on, yeah?
Yeah, you carry on. I'll be right back. If you can let me through for a second, Dave.
On here.
And another one.
Let's search.
Can I go here?
Give me the brush.
Oh my god. Make sure she only has 4 objects unless she's got a whole.
So thank you all. See you all next time. Let's go to Jimmy the. Oh, they are not painting. They are playing a game. It was his birthday, so let's do something nice for him and let's go. And how? Why is my there's my raid. There we go.